Hey guys, Broken Systems back. Okay, so we're gonna do little things different. I'm trying to get ready to go to work too because I literally gotta be at work at 7:45. So we're gonna try to do this as fast as possible. If I get this bitch to stay up here, damn it. Hold on. All right, so y'all wanted to know. Yes, yes, my channel is about prison reform and all of that. I've decided to incorporate what I do on TikTok into it too as well, but it's more for an educational purpose than anything. So, as many of you, if many of you don't know, I am a tarot card reader. I've been gifted with tarot card reading since I was 14. I found out I was a medium, which can talk to spirits at 12 by accident. And this is the story I'm going to tell you about. So, I was about 12 years old, and for the time, you know, ADD really had just come out and Adderall and shit. So, the test dummies for the government's legal fucking methamphetamines, pretty much. As a kid, I've had an enormous amount of energy. I was always energized. There's just something about my energy that was just I was always energized. And through years after this happened, I figured out why this happened the way it happened. Because, so being 12-year-old, with my friends, we found a Ouija board under a bed at my friend's house. How we found it, I couldn't tell you where we how it came up that we found it. It's like we opened the door and it was it just drew me to where it was at. So we're 12 years old. We have no idea. We're just kids. Ooh, seance. Lighting candles. Okay, and I'm gonna back up a little bit. I want to tell you some serious facts. That board is no fucking joke. Okay. I refuse, and I have never touched one after this whole incident happened. Because you don't know what the fuck realms you can open with that. I'm telling you, and I'm a medium. I can channel spirits. I've been to the other side. I've seen the realms. I've seen all of it. I've never had an experience like I've had when I was 12 ever again. Thank the Lord. After that whole incident happened. But so here's what happens. We played the board, and I remember playing it. We asked it a question, and said it was. Oh, we asked if it was a good spirit. The thing fucking said yes. Clearly, it was not a good spirit because nothing happened that night. But when we were done playing it, I got this weird vibe. I was 12, so I didn't know what the vibe was, but I just got this weird vibe that something was watching me. It was that kind of feeling where you were kind of I feel like something's watching me. But I kind of just shrugged it off it was just oh, maybe it was just my, imagination played tricks on me. Here's where it gets interesting. So they call it a witching hour for a reason. Usually I think it happens between 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning. Well, being a 12-year-old kid, waking up in your bed paralyzed at whatever time it was, in pitch darkness, you can't see anything, but you could hear this motherfucker talking. You could clearly hear it articulate. And it was talking to me, and I was in a paralyzed state. I couldn't move. The worst part was I couldn't see it. So you develop these things called clairvoyance and all the clairs. Most mediums figure out that they can channel spirits when they're a little kid because they got the imaginary kid that lived on their steps that was murdered or some shit. I didn't have that experience. Whatever the fuck came out of that board, and I found out later on down the road it attached to my energy and I was pissed because nobody else got it. Not the 3 other people that played it, they never had an issue with it. They never had that whole thing happen to them. So my parents, this is I grew up in the Catholic Church too, so that should say something because they had never found out about this because God forbid if they did, shit, it would have been a field day like a motherfucker. Anyway, So the first time it happened, I chalked it up to like it might have just been like my imagination, because like, but after that, I was very weary of the whole situation, because every time I would go to sleep, I would sleep with the lights on. Um, and it didn't come every night. It didn't antagonize me every night. But then like there would be these periods of time where like, I mean, I almost put myself in a mental hospital, because I thought I was going fucking nuts. I thought I was schizophrenic because I was seeing shit and all sorts of crazy stuff, and like I just felt like this thing would like not leave me alone. And now that I know about energy and that kind of, now I can understand why, because it was feeding off of my energy. Like I had that crazy amount of energy that it, like, I mean, it literally like fed off of it. Um, so in case you haven't noticed, I have crystals upon crystals upon crystals upon crystals. Actually, I just got these the other day, but protection crystals, like my black obsidians, like this right here, like black obsidian, really good for protection. So I see, like, this shit. I was very serious about this shit, because my parents to this day still have no idea that this actually happened. So, I went to New Mexico. I somehow convinced my mom to let me go see my friend who I grew up with and moved to New Mexico. Now, anybody that's been to New Mexico knows New Mexico. That's a very spiritual state. Chaco Canyon is a very spirit. I can't even describe the amount of spirituality that you feel when you step onto that terrain. Chaco Canyon, like, I mean, the amount of peace you feel. And this is coming from somebody who did not believe in God. I became a drug addict at 15 years old. So, like, I didn't believe in God at all. Even from a little kid being Catholic. So, like, I never got the concept of it. I never believed in it. I always thought he was a piece of shit. I have my own understanding of what God is. I'm not into the Jesus and Catholic God, and that's fine. It's my opinion. I'm allowed to be like that, because I'm a Wiccan and I believe in the universe. I believe that's what I believe in. The universe is God, or your higher power, whatever you want to call it. So I went to see a shaman. Okay, because like I was running out of options, because eventually I was just gonna have to tell my parents, be like, hey, but I was afraid if I did that they would commit me real quick, because that's not something you don't tell, even nowadays. Like, even though I know I have this gift, like I'm very, very weary, which now I told all of YouTube, but I'm very weary of like people I don't know that like will ask me about it, because I'm like, because you gotta be careful about saying shit like that. Oh yeah, by the way, I talk to spirits and they talk back to me. Fucking weird. Anyway, so it was already 7 o'clock. Okay, so I saw the shaman, and I will never forget what he said to me. God, I wonder if he's still alive. I don't even know if he's not older guy. Very spiritual. Very, like, I mean, I'm talking like you could feel the spiritual energy coming off this fool. Like, I mean, he was like the real deal. Like, when you were around him, you just felt like at peace. Like, nothing could touch you. So he did whatever the fuck it is that he did, and he got rid of this demonic thing. Because like towards the end, before I saw this, like it started to get even worse, because the thing, now I still couldn't see it, but the thing started speaking Latin, pig Latin, whatever the fuck it is that you want to call it. So when it started speaking Latin in a language that I was like, you note that like in like The Exorcist and all that stuff, they speak Latin. Okay, so like that was a big cause for like, oh, like this motherfucker is now talking to me in languages, like it's like, or its own language, and I don't understand, but it sounds very fucking mean. It sounds very pissed off. I don't know what the spirit's name was. The shaman dude couldn't tell me, but he could tell me. I mean, dude, whatever he did, banish that motherfucking thing. Like, I mean, I have never had an experience like that since. Like, it's never come back. It's never haunted me. I've never had a demonic experience like I did when I was 12 ever, and I'm 36 years old. And I do this I don't do it for a living, but yeah. So after that whole incident happened, I was very much into getting in protection. So he gave me protection spells. I have the original one that's like stuff like this. Okay, I make like little spell bottles. For protection, I have them all over my room. I have protection crystals and everything, because when I channel the other side, you have to be protected. You have to protect yourself, because like I said, you could pick up anything, and if you're not protecting it, and you don't know how to ground your energy, and you don't know how to, like, keep that at bay, like you're gonna get unwanted attention from spirits. And even the good spirits, I do lost loved one messages from people that have passed away, their lost loved ones. Generally speaking, the reason I feel like mediums have the ability that they do is because the energy that they possess. The energy that I have, and even being 36 years old, I mean, I wish I had it all the time, but like, there are points where like I'm like, like, I mean, it's just weird. I can't explain it, but uh, so later on down the line, spirits never came to me in a fledged form spirit, or like in, some mediums. Some people say they see him in, full figures, shadow figures. They look like the real person, but they're just like, a piece of like chalk or whatever you want to call it. So for a long time, people used to call me a fake medium, because like I couldn't see them, but damn it, can I feel them? I can sense them when they're around, and they can talk to me and I can talk back. I didn't develop clairvoyance until I think I was like 20 something, maybe a little younger than that. But they still don't come to me in flesh form. They come to me in orbs. That's how they come to me. I don't see what they look like. I don't see, oh, he's tall and all that. Nope, they come to me in little tiny orbs. That's how I see them. There's nothing wrong with that. People think it's fake all the time, but it's not, because I know what the fuck I know what the real thing is. I've seen it, I've felt it, and I've talked to it. It is not a nice fucking thing. And like when I found out about it, like, I was genuinely, at first I was pissed that I had this gift. I was like, how dare you? I don't want this gift. Why the fuck do I have to have this gift? Which is then turned me into spirituality, because that's when I started to get into Wiccan, and like really heavily in crystals and stuff like that, and protection. Like I'm telling you, I'll give you some tidbit advice. This works for everybody, even if you don't believe it, or even if you feel like you have been attacked by spirits. Put salt in each corner of your bedroom. Put an obsidian crystal in front of your door. Anything black or white, like light a white candle. White candle equals pure. So that's a safe candle, and black wards off negativity and negative influences. But yeah, I gotta get ready to go to work now. Thought this would be a fun story to tell y'all, because that's the side that you don't know about me. So here we go. That's it. I'll throw some more into it. I'll tell you some more wild fucking stories I got. But yeah, to end this, I'm gonna pull a Rebel card. This is my go-to deck. It's probably the most harshest deck I have, but it's the realest deck too, because it's spirit tells you what the fuck you need to hear that you probably don't want to hear, and there's cuss words in it, so it makes it kind of cool. It's like Cards of Humanity. In a way, I'll show you collectively who sees this and who doesn't see it. Prison content coming later, because we all know I'm also reforming justice and the criminal justice system and our prison systems, because shit needs to change, because people need to stop making money and a profit off of human suffering and human beings. So with that, I end it with this. Spirit, what does the collective need to hear? What does the collective need to hear? What does it need to hear? Spirit, what do they need to hear? They need to hear that. No, I'm just kidding. I do paid readings, so if anybody's ever interested, you can follow me on TikTok too. I'm trying to build my YouTube channel up though. Alright. Just so you know, I'm not cheating, and because that would be biased, right? I'll cut the deck. Alright. See. Spirit's got a lot to say to you peoples. Always remember, be true to yourself, authentic to yourself. Don't let people tell you differently. Oh, God, we gotta go. I gotta get this done. Okay, here we go. I don't know where the other one went. Okay, it's right here. God damn. Where's the other one at? Shit. Okay. It's a lot of fucking cards. The universe has got some shit to say. Let's see here. All right. You are talented and fucking amazing. The world needs your power. Use your voice. Just don't use it for dumb shit. Some of you will be using your voice for some dumb shit. Use it for positivity. Peoples, come on now. Shit is going down with your job. It's probably my card because shit is going down with my job. Reevaluate, change your perspective, or fucking quit. This is definitely speaking to me, like 100%. Fuck fear. It will lie to your face. True statement. It will. Shame, regret, guilt, those are just bullshit. Forgive that shit. Or let that shit go. Some of y'all are holding on to shit that you should be holding on to. Let it go. Laugh. Where the fuck is your sense of humor? Come on, guys. Sense of humor over here. Shit. Stop talking. Shut your mouth and listen. Well, there's somebody in here that needs to shut up and listen. There's probably several people that need to shut up and listen. Take a fucking trip. Hell yeah. Go see some shit. Do some new things. Talk to people cooler than you. Who could be cooler than you? Just kidding. Don't talk to anyone. Don't look at anyone. You need some fucking time alone. And you know why. I don't know who the fuck this is about, but it's somebody. You need to just shut up and listen. Quit running your mouth. You need a good fucking cry. Get that ugly cry on. Let that shit go. Your soul will thank you. It's okay to cry. It's okay to show emotion. Some good shit is about to happen. Hell yeah, we like the sound of that. Don't let your issues fuck it up. Them issues. It's not everyone else's fault. It's yours. Damn right. You're a grown-ass adult. Stop blaming others for your shit. Stop it. Stop it. Love. Get some, give some. It will cheer your ass up. You got a fucking feeling you just can't shake? Yeah. That little voice inside you, listen to that shit. Your intuition. It ain't never lie. Get the fuck outside. Move your ass. Your body is pissed at you. Quit being lazy and get outside and do some exercise or something. Maybe even if it's just walk up the street a few feet. Get some fucking sleep. You are being an ass because you were fucking tired. Face the pillow now. This is me. I'm 100%. Fuck, shit's about to get real. Fuck, you need your people around. This is my favorite one. You're giving too many fucks. Give 0. And with that love and light, guys, Broken Systems is out. Gonna get ready to go to work. I'm gonna drop this video. Let me see how many of y'all like it. Bless be.